From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, baseball coming up on this Memorial Day. It's the Miami Marlins and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And the starter for Toronto, Trey Savage. And singing, it's not hard to see, he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low ones. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
And a bunt towards third. And a foul ball.
Ball.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll get down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
And now the DH, Liam Hicks. Quick toss to first, and he's back in there. This to third, dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to hold on to it, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Batting third, shortstop Otto Lopez.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Otto Lopez. Right through there for a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a big first out. Take a look at the lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Two aboard with one out. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Kyle Stowers.
Ball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, one out.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That's a little bit low.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Swings through that one for strike two. And that'll load the bases.
Take your base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Jacob Marcy, the next to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Fouls away the first offering. One out, bases full. Fought off foul. Oh, and 2 now. Swing, and he popped it up. Out, number 2.
Oh, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
So digging in, Connor Norby.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
That's a ball.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Late swing fouled off. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. In the air, right field, Sanchez. Moving under this one. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. And the Marlins leave all 3. And now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the 1st. And getting the start for Miami, Jansen Junk. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Ball.
That one fouled off. Outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
3-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Under the Mendoza line so far.
Springer on the run. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Man at second. Hit in the air, right field. And there's one down.
Batting third.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They've got some free swingers, don't they? It's a great approach with pitches over the plate, but when the pitcher expands the zone, it just doesn't work. They need to draw more walks to get runners on base.
Dalton Varsho in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. One out and a runner at second. This one in the air center field. 2 down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Kazuma Okamoto getting ready to hit. He's been a great free agent sign. That one fouled hard the other way. Inside move to second, and Springer's in there safely. Man on second, 2 down.
Ball, that's in.
Base hit into the outfield. Here comes Springer around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Yohendrick Pinungo digs in now. Yo one. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
The 0-2 keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Okamoto, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Ball.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Gets him easily, ends the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And now for the Marlins, Owen Casey.
Ball 1.
The 1-1. And he swings through that one. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts off the second with a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Graham Pauley will hit next.
That's out.
Man at second. That cuts the zone, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. The 1-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here at the top of the second. Struck him out without a swing. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here's the catcher, Joe Mack. First pitch swinging. Here's your 1. Swing and a miss.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
Oh, right to the backstop. A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
1 away with a runner at third. Left field. Nice grab on the run. Runner tags for home, and he's safe. Great effort, but it's a tie ball game.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me, and I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Edwards takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
2 down, nobody on.
Hey!
On the ground to short. Fires to first on the run. Pretty nice play there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. All tied 1-1. Bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Popped in the air, left field. And there's 1 down.
Batting 7th, right fielder,
Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. Tied up here in the early going. And that one in the air center field. Marcy on the move. And there's 2 away.
Batting 8th, catcher, Brandon Valenzuela.
So up next, Brandon Valenzuela.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Foul ball. 0-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Blue Jays go down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. On to the third inning. Now here's the Marlins DH, Liam Hicks. Savage back to work.
Ball.
And that one a little below the knees, and the count now 2-0. Foul ball there. And a 2-1 on the way. Late with the swing there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 2-2. He goes down looking.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
No, inside.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder Kyle Stowers.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Stowers. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. And that one gets past the catcher. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there. Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the air to left center. Varsho has a beat on it. 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder Jacob Marcy.
And the batter now, Jacob Marcy. 0 for 1 so far.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That's in for a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Way out front for strike 2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Marlins leave 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up, tied at 1. Back now in Toronto, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Nope.
Challenge from behind the dish here. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Not in time.
He's safe.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter.
I don't know if he planned to lay down that bunt before stepping into the box, but with the infield playing back, he saw an opportunity and he took advantage of it. Nicely done.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's George Springer. He led off the bottom of the first with a single and then came in to score.
Safe.
Over to first, and he's saved. Strike one. Jimenez gets his lead at first with nobody out. High fly ball, right field. Casey moving under it. He's got it.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Flied to right his first time.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-0. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Man at first, one away. That one in there across the letters. Tapped softly on the ground. Here's Edwards for one. And that's two. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 3 innings complete. All tied 1-1. Start of the fourth. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby.
Connor Norby.
Hard liner. One down.
Up next for the Marlins, right fielder Owen Casey.
And here is Owen Casey. A double and a run scored his first time up. Ground ball left side. Fires across the diamond. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman Graham Pauley.
And up next for Miami, Graham Pauley.
All one.
Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that drops in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Stays alive. One and two now. That one missed. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. battling here as he fouls it away. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
2 down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And a payoff pitch. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Miami. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Hey!
And a big swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Okamoto batting with 1 down takes a strike. Now he's challenging the called strike, and the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges.
Hey!
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That smash towards center. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So digging in, Yohendrick Pinango. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Almost got him. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. That is the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here at Rogers Center, now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
In the air, left field, Pinungo on his way over. He's got it. One pitch and one out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Hitter, Liam Hicks.
So now here's the DH, Liam Hicks, 1 for 2.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
And a swing and a miss. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2.
Ball. Ball 2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2-2 now. That one just misses. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. This one in the air, right field. That was foul, and he'll see another. Payoff pitch. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. He takes it on his own. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Trey Savage done for the night, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching.
A new arm into the game, the righty Chase Lee. This is his 3rd time out this year. So up next, Otto Lopez. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball.
Lee, 27 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2021.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 down, nobody on. Fouled off left side. Two. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball, that's off the
Movement in the
plate.
Blue Jays bullpen. Mason Fluharty, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Rodriguez also getting ready. That misses. 2-1. Left field. That's a base hit. Runner around third. He will score, and the Marlins have the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get up to the outfield grass to push that run across.
Next to hit, Jacob Marcy.
Hey!
And now the 0-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next for the Marlins,
Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. That catches the corner. Two on, 2 outs.
Inside, ball 1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Base hit into right center. Here comes the runner. Fires it to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 2.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Now here is Owen Casey. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Chase Lee gives way. And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Yariel Rodriguez comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First and second, 2 outs. Graham Pauley, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off. Down low, it kicks away. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Norby, the lead runner at second. Casey at first, 2 out of the inning. Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now a chance for Joe Mack.
Ball 1.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. Last half of the 5th coming up. Marlins 5 and the Blue Jays 1. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. Ground ball right side. Norby steps on the bag. Home half of the 5th inning moving along. 2 quick outs.
For the Blue Jays, catcher Brandon Valenzuela.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Brandon Valenzuela. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one sliced foul. Fought off foul. And the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Struck him out looking. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 5-1. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Xavier Edwards now at the plate.
Second baseman Xavier Edwards.
Short the bunt and missed it. 0-1.
You know, these Marlins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well-executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, that's low.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Marlins.
Next to hit, Otto Lopez. In the air, right field, Sanchez on the move. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder Kyle Stowers.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Kyle Stowers. Chop back up the middle. Bounces into the outfield. That's a base hit. And now two aboard.
Up next for the Marlins.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. 1 for 3. Just
that's
missed.
out.
Two on, 2 outs. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Marlins strand a pair. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Right through there for a strike. That one off the mark.
Outside.
And the count 1-2. On the ground to third, Paulie. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter, George.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now George Springer. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season, it's been a struggle.
Hey!
Bottom line, his resume says he's a good hitter, just has not gotten off to a very good start. And you got to figure, regress to the mean, water finds its level, all those sayings, that he will end up having a good year. The Jays down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Vladdy in the box again, takes a strike. Two down, nobody on. There's a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
That's a laser base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
The 2-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
Here comes the 0-1. Sliced hard but foul.
Some real good life going to the zone on that one.
0-2 now. On the ground. And that is that. One left for Toronto. They're down here 5-1. Back here at Rogers Center, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side.
That's a ball.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Gets the call. That is strike 2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser.
That's ball 2.
Just off the edge of the plate.
2-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So digging in, Owen Casey. And first offering is fouled off. That's in for a strike, a slider. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. Breaking ball, and that got him.
First base.
Up next for the Marlins, third
So a
baseman,
man at first, Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins.
Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here's a 2-0. On a line, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Next for the Marlins, catcher.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Mack
Ball
up
1.
to bat next, lays off for a ball. Two on, one out. Swing and a foul out of play. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Just misses with that one. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Yariel Rodriguez departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Mason Fluhart. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. So back to the top of the order. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. A switch hitter batting right. That clips the corner. Edwards not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. Strike two.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
2 on, 2 outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball. Base hit. Casey around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
First and second, 2 outs. Liam Hicks, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. Slams into the wall and hangs on.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Bottom of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. There's a line drive to left field. And that gets down into the gap. And a good start to the inning.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And here is Yohendrick
Outside, that's a ball.
Pinango. The 1-0.
Ball,
He's
inside.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Popped up. Paulie. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, Ernie Clement.
1 out man at first. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. There's the strike. In the air, right field. That's out number 2.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Right fielder, Jesus.
Stepping in, Jesus Sanchez. And first offering is fouled off. Late swing, foul to the left. The Fish leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th.
Inside, ball one.
He's
Ball,
really
that's out.
tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Brandon Valenzuela digs in now. Was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one pushed to the left and foul. Here comes the 0-1. Way inside. Gets away. And the runners will move up.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Here's a 1-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Here's a 2-1. Just missed. And that goes the inside corner. He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jansen Junk won't go any further, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. New pitcher for the Marlins, Michael Peterson.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Okamoto at third. Sanchez on second. Valenzuela on at first with 2 down. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Lopez. The flip. It's there, and that's a great play. So the Blue Jays strand 3. They trail it 6-1. We're at the top of the 8th, and now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. That one fouled off. The 0-1.
Ball.
Fluharty, 24 years old. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware.
Nope.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Good job to fight that one off. Fights it off. He'll see another. Out towards right center field. Sanchez on the run. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's 1 down.
Up next, for the Marlins, left fielder Kyle Stowers.
Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Ball. Hey.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Nope. Outside.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Mason Fluhart won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Tyler Rogers on the pitch here.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Two down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Ball left
Just
outside.
missed. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the eighth. Tied him up inside with that one. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Marlins 6 and the Blue Jays 1. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, George Springer. Miami's bullpen with some action. Calvin Fauché, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bender getting cranked up as well.
Nope. That's inside.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
That's ball two.
That missed by a lot. Full count now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Hauls it in, one away.
It's It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Show. The next to hit takes ball one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Springer at first, one gone. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball two.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's there. He's got it. And there are two outs.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman,
Kazuma Okamoto getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A two-run homer, and they cut into the deficit. It's 6-3.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boo. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Michael Peterson done for the night. It's a three-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Anthony Bender.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than one per inning.
So two down. Now the left fielder, Yohendrick Pinango.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Two down, nobody on. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throws to second. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning.
Batter tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball and fire that one into second just in time to get the out and end the inning.
Back now in Toronto. We go to the ninth. Connor Norby now at the plate. That's down and in.
That's a ball.
Rogers is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up.
Yeah.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Braden Fisher up and loosening in the pen.
No, that's low.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high
Inside
fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Next offering is fouled back. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. takes it himself. Now one gone in the ninth.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Owen Casey, the next to hit.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Ball one.
And a 1-1. Trying to bunt his way on. Okamoto whips it to first on the run, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Up next for the Marlins.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
One gone, runner at first. Now Graham Pauley. And there's a foul ball. Up the middle. What a stop. Here's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Marlins 6 and the Blue Jays 3.
Now pitching for
Back
Miami,
now,
number
and on the mound, the
29.
closer, Pete Fairbanks.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Second baseman.
Leading off, Ernie Clement. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball, that's out.
Quick at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Hey!
Hit hard on the ground is short. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez.
Hey!
The 0-1.
Backdoor
that's
breaking
out.
ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and that's a 2-bagger.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Brandon Valenzuela next up for the Blue Jays. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Man at second. Late on that fastball.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Runner steals third, though they get the out on the dropped strike 3.
Kind of muffed that strikeout pitch right there. I'm not sure if he got crossed up or tied up, but either way, good composure to recover and finish the out at first. That's a play you could easily panic on and throw into right field.
So they're down to their final out. Now it's going to be Andres Jimenez. To the right side, Norby steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by.